Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing? It's Wednesday, everyone. It's halfway there. Halfway to the weekend that we don't ever really have. But hi, Joyce. Hi, Jess. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited you're both here. We're going to talk with Catherine and Sean today, which will be really fun. They should be on any second. They're parents, so they might be a little late, but you know. We'll see. Hi, Lindsay. Welcome. It's going to be a fun little interview today. Can you guys hear me well, by the way? Because the last couple times I've been trying this AirPod thing, and I hope you can hear me well. I mean, I think you can because no one's complained, but thought I would still ask. But welcome. We have, it's been interesting because I've been re-interviewing a lot of the people that I've interviewed in the past. And Joyce, thank you. Joyce, I miss you, by the way. I really miss you. Would love to see you soon. Catherine is here, and we're getting ready. Just push that button, Catherine. Push it. Push it real good. Push it. I'm such an idiot. I don't know why. What's wrong with me? Hi, Taylor. Hi, Curly. Hi, Joyce. Joyce, I hope you're doing well. I hope Larry's doing well, Joyce. I've been thinking about you guys, so... but let's, waiting for Catherine to join. Catherine, why aren't you pushing that button? Where are you, Catherine? Where are you? It's 12:01. I see that she's on, but I'm waiting for her, wait, maybe if I do this. No. I'm waiting. It should be a fun time. So, waiting for Catherine to come on. Hi, Kid Concoctions. Hi. Is Sean on? Is Catherine on? I just saw Catherine, so I don't know where she is. I just saw her, but I don't now see her. So, do you like my I'm learning this head nod thing is kind of my thing in this. I do both of these things. Sean's on. So maybe he'll join. Oh, here we go. Okay. Hopefully they're together. They should be, but we'll see. We shall see. Getting my hair did. I did my hair yesterday. Do you guys like it? Banana!
Hi, we have been on Sean's, so.
You just joined with Sean's. I was waiting for you and waiting, and I got nothing.
Here we are.
Hi! Sean, don't look so excited to be here, please.
I was waiting for you to acknowledge me.
I think you were the first one I said hello to. No, I said hi to Banana first.
Hey.
But that's the way it should be. I have to say hello to your wife first. That's the way you should want it.
I don't know. I like feeling important too.
You're very important, Sean, to me. You know that. Wait, where are you guys in the house?
In the office.
Oh, I don't know if I recognize that painting.
Office.
Oh, okay. I see. I now see. How are you guys? It's weird because I live 2 blocks away from you, but I haven't really seen you. Well, in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I haven't been to the place yet.
I know. Do you miss me so much, though?
Hey, cousin Casey's on. Hi, Casey.
Really? Hi, Casey. You.
Case.
Casey's on. It's so funny because when I interviewed both of you, everyone was like, why didn't you interview them together? And I was like, because I wanted one-on-one time with both of them. And now, so that's why I asked you guys back, because people were getting mad at me because they wanted to see your dynamic. And I was like, oh, okay, well, here we go. I'll show you their dynamic. Oh, look at now. Are you guys are you still married? Are you still do you have any kids? What's happening?
She tried to take a separation, but it didn't take.
I did not, just so that everyone.
Yeah, everyone's tomorrow it's people.com Sean tries to take separation via text message.
Via Instagram Live.
No, it's funny because the questions that most people have, it's they're questions that I knew the answers to, but I was like, okay, I'm going to ask them the questions. I don't really want to ask them the questions because I know the answers and I don't want to get bored with my own interview. But the one question that everyone has, which is an interesting question. So we'll see. We're going to start with the hard-hitting questions here, people.
Okay.
What did you say? What did you say?
I was anticipating what you're going to ask. Let's see.
I really don't think you know this answer.
It was derogatory towards you. I would never have said something like that.
Banana.
Never. Go ahead. Let's
no, so people, the one question that people ask, which I understand, is obviously you're living in Dallas, which is close to Sean's parents. So how often do you actually get to see your parents, and how often do the kids get to see the grandparents from Seattle? And are the grandparents still in Seattle? Where are they? You know, are they a part of your life? It's funny. That's the number one question people ask.
We see Sean's parents all the time,
Yep.
probably at least once a week, which is awesome. And that was one of the reasons why I was really excited to stay in Dallas, was so that my kids could be really close to their family. My family is super dispersed. So my older sister lives in Oakland. My younger sister lives in France. My mom lives in Seattle, and my dad lives in Mexico. So if I wanted to recreate how I grew up, it wouldn't have happened on my side of the family because everyone's very dispersed.
Yeah. But you still see, I mean, your mom came out when Mia was born for a couple weeks, right? And
yeah. And then actually going tomorrow, my grandma is in poor health. So I wanted her to meet our daughter before anything happened.
And where is your grandmother?
She lives next door to my mom. So she lived next door to me growing up. So I'm very close to her. And so I wanted her, we named Mia Mejia, and Mejia is her last name. So we wanted her to meet her name.
Sean, the follow-up question that people always have for you is, you know, are you close to your family? And obviously, I mean, the answer is yes. But did you always know that you wanted to, like, keep your roots here in Dallas? Or was that just kind of like...
Good question. I've lived here basically my entire life outside of the 4 years I spent in Kansas during college. I was certainly open to living elsewhere just because, you know, a change would be nice. But Catherine was actually the one who was like, no, you know, I want to raise our kids around their cousins and grandparents and aunts and uncles and all that stuff. So she's the one that's really pushed to stay in Dallas, which I love Dallas. It's a great city. I've got great friends, great family. But yeah.
Well, and I'm here now.
And now you're here, which is all the more reason to leave. But I like Dallas. But I was open to living elsewhere.
You just almost made me cuss for the first time ever on my interview, you freaking jerk. By the way, everyone watching, he loves me so much. He only makes fun of people that he loves. So
that's true.
That is actually true.
That is true. So he really, really loves me. It's funny. If that's true, then Sean, like, if he didn't pick Catherine, he would have picked me at that point. Like, that's... But you know, people are also asking, like, the other question that people ask is, obviously you take a lot of pictures of the kids, and, you know, the kids are obviously your number one most important part of your life. But what are you guys doing for, like, the marriage, and what are you guys doing to keep yourselves kind of strong? Because whenever people ask me, I say, of course you have a strong marriage. Like, you guys are together a lot, but what do you do to keep that? Oh gosh. Oh no.
I think he's going to be funny in this.
No,
so
I was going to say
something funny.
Every night we spend
quality
time watching the Great British Baking Show together.
That is true. That is the reality.
And if that is not strong, then I don't know what is. Let's be honest.
It's good. Show. It's good bonding.
Why is that show so good, by the way? I don't get it.
It's like, so wholesome, and everyone's so happy, and they're so nice to each other, and they're genuinely, like, so happy to be there and grateful and love these. It's a really sweet show. It's something that's, you know, there's no, like, drama about it. And as much as I love my drama, there are times where it's just like, I think it weighs on me.
Yeah.
It weighs on all of us to watch things that are negative. And then this is just so lighthearted, and you don't go to bed like worrying or nightmares or anything. I get nightmares sometimes. So this time I haven't, because Great British Baking Company is the last thing that we watch. But I will say, in addition to, like, enjoying the same things, communication. I think that Sean and I have really excelled at that. But it takes a lot of work. So we've been together, what, 7 years?
8, right?
7 or 8 years.
We've known each other almost 8 years now.
And so it's taken a lot to understand like what our communication styles are like. We have a very different not understanding, but like
different communication styles.
And so I think recently it's been taking out a lot of emotion and really paring it down to, he's not trying to do anything malicious, so let me take that away. And like if he does something that frustrates me, I'll say, hey honey, I'm sure you didn't mean it this way, or whatever the case may be, in my best day, of course. This is not like a thing that I always do.
What do you do in your worst day?
You do not, I do not want to say, we're on a Great British Baking Show high right now, the happy wholesome stuff. But yeah, just explain to him, hey, I'm sure you didn't mean it this way, but this really hurt me, and this is why, and please just say this, and this, and make sure that I'm not crazy. Like, I love validation. That's how I feel seen, is validating me, and like, hey, guess what? Your feelings are valid, but this is what I'll do to make you feel better, or whatever. And he's done such an amazing job of fulfilling me in that way, and hearing me, and doing the steps after that issue. Let's say it could be him eating one of my hard-boiled eggs that I made. Like, can be completely inane, but I will get frustrated about something, and he will say, okay, well, next time I'll make sure I'll ask you, or, you know, you're valid because of this and this and this. Like, I know it sounds like such a stupid thing, and yes, I get mad about lots of things that are dumb, but it's the way that he handles it afterward that makes me feel seen and heard, and then not really react in that way the next time, because it makes me know that he sees me and hears me.
By the way, Sean, sorry, everyone's saying you look so unhappy, and I'm like, you look like Sean. I don't know why you look so unhappy. Like, people are literally commenting like, why does Sean look pissed? Why does Sean look so unhappy? Why, like, I mean, this is everyone. This is how Sean normally looks. Yeah, like, Sean, can you at least pretend a little bit? Sean seems off. Like,
Sean
people
is
are
probably neglected by me. No, he's not. He's not.
I'm just sitting here. What?
Look, there are a lot of comments.
It's so funny. I'm like, guys, this is pretty much how Sean looks at me all the time. So maybe he is never interested in talking to me. I don't know.
I'm just sitting here listening. Jeez.
I'll let him talk next.
Yeah, smile, Sean. Everyone's saying smile. Look like more interested. I don't know what. Like,
I have RBF.
What's RBF?
The resting bee face.
Oh.
No, he doesn't.
Obviously he does. Banana. Like, by the way, I have to tell everyone this story real quick, because we got in a little trouble of why I call you Banana, and people were like, oh my God. Yeah. So Catherine and I met obviously through Sean. Sean was doing Dancing with the Stars, moved in, was dancing with my friend. And so Catherine and I, from day one of her being in LA, hung out. We became best friends. Like, it like, literally, I think I picked you up from the airport, didn't I? Or no, maybe I met you at your house or something like that. I think you met us at the house, yeah. I met you at the house. Yeah. And we became like best friends, like instantly. And so one thing that Catherine and I share is a love for Latino culture. And, you know, I'm Mexican and she speaks Spanish. And so we shared a love for that. But one of my favorite songs is a song from a band called Garibaldi. And they go, in the island of banana, everybody like Jamaica, banana like it, banana. Okay, so regardless, the song is banana sweet, banana. I can't. Yeah, banana hard. So the fact that that's how it's. So I started calling her Banana after that.
And he is also Banana to me in my phone, Banana. So
yeah. Well, the other thing that someone's brought up to me, and I guess we're just offensive to each other, was that you called me your little munchkin, or your little...
No, nugget.
Nugget. People are like, oh, she's so, like, heightest. I was like...
She's a
I'm 5'2".
I know. Like, I mean, you are taller than me, but I mean, let's not go crazy here. Sean, everyone's really sad for you today. Someone just said, poor Sean.
Yeah, because I'm just in the background.
Okay, you have ask him something.
Sean, how much do you like me?
Sorry, just reading the comments here.
They're
Body
hilarious.
language laughing.
It's pretty funny.
It
Catherine,
really is.
I am half Filipino. I'm Pinay. I'm
She's
mestiza.
Filipino. Leave the poor guy alone. Okay, we'll leave you alone. Sean, I have this question for you actually. So, I mean, the funny thing is, one thing that I tell people, like whenever they ask me about you, I say the public eye was never something you wanted. Your sister signed you up for The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, and public eye was never anything you wanted. So it's like it's not important to you, but you've kind of been like put into that place. How do you like balance that? Like, well, it's not really something I want, but it's something that has fortunately allowed me a lifestyle that I love. And, you know, how do you balance that? Because it's really not something you love.
That is a great question, Mark.
Thank you, Sean. You smiley, happy guy.
If I said it was something I didn't want, that really is true, but it also sounds very hypocritical given the massive amount of stuff I've done. I guess the best way I could describe it is that I've always considered myself just to be this average guy from Dallas who's always been an entrepreneur long before I was ever the Bachelor. And so all these opportunities, like doing some of these cheesy reality shows like Worst Cooks of America or you name it that I've done.
You dare call that cheesy again, you're out.
That was really fun.
It was fun. But I always looked at it as like, come on, this is just an easy way to make money and it will help me further my entrepreneurial aspirations because they pay you well for doing this, you know, fun, silly TV show. So in that regard, I'm very thankful and I'm appreciative for it. But yeah, I've never been the type where I want to be the center of attention. And to this day, it still makes me feel uncomfortable sometimes. And, you know, there's certain aspects that I really do enjoy. I love the Instagram community that Catherine and I have. I love how supportive people are and how friendly. And I mean, we get so many messages, just people saying kind things about us and our family. I love that part. But yeah, I don't necessarily want to be the center of attention. But as you said, it does, you know, being an influencer, it's just, you know, it's a way for us to make some money and you know, we get to partner with a lot of companies that we enjoy working with and, you know, do a lot of fun things. But yeah, I guess
the two things
to
that
your
people
point, it's not necessarily in me to be the center of attention.
Yeah. And it's actually very true. You know, the two things that people also asked a lot about was, you know, you guys do talk a lot about products and products you love and, you know, products, and they're like, do they really use all these products? And I was like, yeah, they actually do. Like, you go to their house, I'm like, I want that vacuum. I want that, like, you know, like, I love.
You can't have it.
You know, that's the funny thing about having a lot of Instagram followers, and my wife especially, because most of it's for her, but it's amazing, not just companies that we work with, but just companies in general that just send massive amounts of stuff to our house.
And we're so grateful. I love that.
She may be a little bit more grateful than me, because sometimes I feel like the walls are caving in on us with all the stuff that we have, but it's crazy. That's just one of those things. Before you go on The Bachelor, you don't know what your life's going to look like afterwards. And then afterwards, you're like, holy crap, this world exists of people giving you all this free stuff. It's kind of bananas.
Well, and the thing is, I do have to put this out there because I want to just reiterate this. You guys really, as a personal friend that gets to see you guys behind closed doors, you really are so grateful for the products and for the people that show you love and for the things that people do to show you love. Like, it really is really cool to actually see that and to be able to like confirm that. Like, you guys really are extremely grateful.
Well, thank you for saying that. And you know, the other side of it is that so many of these companies that we work with, we've met so many wonderful people, and they're great companies led by wonderful people. And like, we enjoy the experience. The product itself is usually really good, and it's something that we've used, but we also enjoy the experience of working with these different brands because there's so many good people attached to those brands.
So I was, Allure magazine used to have this giveaway in August. Okay, this is kind of tying back into why I love like receiving all of these things. So every day I would set an alarm because there was a month of giveaways, and every day from like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., every hour, like minute on the hour, right? You would have to like enter this giveaway on allure.com. I literally for years did this, and I won a couple things, maybe like 6 or 7, but I did it diligently for a month, every hour for that month, every year. And now I don't even have to enter anything. I just get to open my door and it's like Christmas. So like that's why I love it, is because I worked really hard for years to get free things like beauty products, really good stuff. Now I get to like treat my babies to all these things. People send us baby stuff, and I mean, I love it. He doesn't like it as much as I do because it's Christmas every time I open the door. He sees it as more stuff in my house.
By the way, I have to laugh like really hard because normally I never read the comments. Today I'm reading the comments. Sean, people think you're the most miserable human ever right now. Like people are like literally like I guarantee we're gonna get off this and there's gonna be like a prayer chain and like people lighting candles for you at the church. Like it's so funny to me. Like I just think it's hilarious because I'm like, he's just sitting back and enjoying the sultry sound of my voice. I don't understand.
Catherine's holding a gun under the table. I'm being held against my will.
So stupid. No. He just, I like talking, and he just kind of probably zones out my talk.
I do have to ask Sean this. Sean, do you write your own quotes or your own like posts and stuff? Because you're funny, but you're not normally that funny.
Do.
Yeah, but you're not normally that funny. Why aren't you that funny in person?
I'm always that funny.
He works really hard.
I am always that funny, and you know that.
No, he is funny. He is funny, but he does take a lot of time and to craft captions.
Well, I got to tell you, they are the ultimate dad jokes. Like you are the king of dad jokes. Like
he is funny though.
You are getting more dad jokey.
I've given up Twitter. I haven't tweeted in like 3 months, and
Debbie,
today I've decided to delete it off my phone.
Really?
What?
Yeah,
Sean, people are going to be upset.
I can't get on there without getting depressed about just how.
Okay, don't delete your account.
I'm just going to delete the app off my phone so I don't get on it. I can't get on it without being depressed. Like everything's terrible. Everyone's yelling at everyone.
People are yelling right now. Like they're even yelling at us on here.
You don't get as much hate on Instagram, so I'm just gonna stick to Instagram for a while.
I'm gonna start showing you a ton of hate on Instagram.
That you want us to go by?
I've blocked
Debbie.
I blocked him a long
Debbie
time ago.
wants to know why. We love you, Debbie Wright.
Debbie
That's
Wright. Who's Debbie Wright?
Sorry, go ahead.
Who's Debbie Wright?
Oh my God, he's deleted Twitter. He's depressed.
One of our longtime friends.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Okay, Amanda keeps asking, and are you okay? Just tell Amanda you're okay. Like
Amanda, I'm really not okay. I'm in a dark. I'm in a dark place. That's why I'm deleting Twitter.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Like, oh, she's saying something to you. She is.
Or I'm gonna get back on and be conspiracy theory guy and just become a raving lunatic. One of the two.
I mean,
I'm either
you already are a raving lunatic, but you know. So I have to ask you guys this. So, you know, people had asked me, and I don't know why people can't just accept love and accept the things that are good and accept the things that are great. So people ask me all the time, you planned for Sean and Catherine to come to your show, didn't you? Just so that you could like use that. And I was like, oh, wait, are you kidding? Like, so I did a cabaret show, did not think either of you would come because you had just had a baby, and you showed up. And not only did you show up, you surprised me halfway through my show. Like you didn't even like wait till afterwards because I think I brought up your name. I brought up your name. And so then you were like, and then Sean's like, she's here. And I was like, I like cussed like up a storm, like just cussed. And I need people to hear this once and for all.
It was not planned.
It was not like, oh, well, let's try to do like a publicity stunt. Like what?
It was very exciting. And we were in line like to get into the venue. And we saw your mom and sister and we were like, he has no idea. Like, don't say anything to him. Like you see him, it's all a surprise. We were so excited. And I was like, I can't post anything going to LA or else he'll know. So we had to wait until after the show to post anything because we don't want to.
I have had many surprises in my life. I'm not kidding. I think it was the biggest surprise I've ever had.
Oh,
Like,
I love that.
I literally had this moment. Well, when I heard Sean's voice, I was like, because Sean, you have a very specific voice. And so when I heard your voice, I was like, I think I literally was like, because I knew Maddie K, your manager,
Yeah.
your manager. I knew Matt was there. And so I was like, he has them on like, live stream or whatever. Like there's no way they're actually here. And then you revealed yourself and I nearly passed out.
I think you said to like show yourself.
I said, show yourself. I did not believe you were
With
there.
my
I had
baby on my chest.
It was the first, she was only 6 weeks old at the time.
Something like that. Something really young.
I mean, she's still so gorgeous.
Pre-COVID.
Oh, it was very pre-COVID. Well, not very pre-COVID.
It was like cusp.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, it was February. So, it was pre-COVID. We did not know what COVID was at that point. Had never heard the word. And now we can't stop hearing that word. Okay, so here's another question that people ask a lot. And I'm actually interested to hear what your answer is going to be. Let's start with Sean since he's so miserable in the back.
Okay.
What is your absolute favorite thing about Catherine?
Oh, that's
probably there's a lot of things I love about her, of course. Probably how big her heart is. She loves like no one I have ever met in my entire life. She loves very passionately. Me, not in a sexual way, although she does that too.
Oh, shoot!
That's how we have 3 kids. No,
come from nowhere.
I've never met anyone that loves as much as she does. She loves me, loves our kids, loves our family. Very, very passionate person. She has a huge heart. And I think that also lends itself to her being extremely empathetic towards others, which is a great quality that I struggle with. So that's probably my favorite.
Oh, I love that. Okay, now it's your turn, Banana.
It's probably, it's not like a romantic answer, but what I love about him is
only romantic.
He
only
takes out the
romantic.
trash every Monday morning.
Awesome.
He is very consistent and he's very stable. So like growing up in a household that was very like up and down all the time, and I like drama, but I don't know how, it's not very good for me. Yeah. For him to be so centered and always look to God as, he's always centered around God, and that he's never wavered from that. He's created a very stable, very consistent home. And I just love knowing that even in my psycho craziness or my down days or whatever, he will always be steady. And that's something that I think people take for granted. That one I definitely don't, because I know how much it calms me and how much it centers me and how much it matures me. So yeah, he's one of my biggest role models, because he wakes up every morning, he reads his Bible, and that's how he centers his day. And to see somebody doing that and taking that much of an actual effort to do what he knows to be right is a really cool thing. And I think that everybody should look to that aspect of somebody and follow that. So I love that about him.
It's interesting, and I love that you both said that, because it's actually something, you're both pretty close to what I would have said about both of you, right? Like, I love your heart, Catherine. I love how you love with your full heart. Like, there's no middle ground with you. Like, it's just such a beautiful part of you. And I love the fact that Sean is just a steady, constant kind of presence in my life, like there. So he's just the unhappy.
I just know he's there.
He's just the unhappy person in the back. Like, we get it.
He's steadily like this.
He's steadily just right there.
Just the guy that's watching you from afar. There.
Okay, you cannot say that stuff like this.
I can. I'm married.
No, not
people are demanding you.
People or me?
That we answer fan questions. I don't know if we are getting to that part of the program or not, but Bring
Well,
that
okay,
beer.
let's see. There's some questions. Let's see what they are.
Ooh, there's no question. Sean Lowe, you are so handsome looking.
Thank you.
When's baby number 4?
See, that was the one that I know. I told him, I was like, that's probably what he's going to ask. Guys.
I don't know. It's a
guys,
freaking
give me
circus
a
at our
prayer,
house.
please.
I mean, she literally just had a baby. Calm down.
Yeah.
I will say that, one of the questions that I've always had is why the heck are none of your children's named Mark? It's just weird.
We wanted to name Mia Mark, but that just didn't seem right.
No, and she can't. The thing that really bothered me about all of your pregnancies is that you never knew if it was going to be a boy or a girl. You never found out, and it drove me flipping nuts. Because it's all about me. Your pregnancy is not about anyone else. It's about me. And I wanted to know, and you wouldn't tell any of us.
Well, we didn't know.
It's exciting that way.
Yeah.
I know, but come on. I will tell you, I really thought Mia was going to be a boy.
A boy. Me too.
I was like,
what do we argue about? I'm trying to answer these.
Catherine's taking over your interview.
We're gonna go. we're gonna knock these out. What do you argue about? My mess, and his empathy, kind of validation, I guess.
Yeah.
So that it's mostly my mess, though. Are you friends with Desiree? I would say that I'm friends with her. We don't like chat all the time, but I would say we're friends. Do you both still watch Bachelor? I do. He does not. Hi, Sarah.
He does. He watched The Greatest Bachelor Ever.
Well, that's
out of vanity.
We all watch that together.
I don't know. It's hockey, right? The Kraken, Seattle Kraken. Isn't that hockey? The new hockey team?
I think so. I don't know.
Vanessa, I will 100% back Seattle. I actually went to some hockey games in Kent, Washington.
Are you still a Cats fan? Cats for life.
Cats for life. Seattle fan.
Offended by the question.
Easiest baby, Mia Samuel. But Isaiah was great too. They were really good babies.
No, but I'm going to answer that.
Oh, thanks. That I'm handsome too. Thanks.
Mia has been a very easy baby. That girl does not cry.
Like very good baby.
Isaiah's kind of a jerk. I'm kidding.
How are you going to explain to your kids how you met?
We're not. We're going to turn it on and then just walk away.
No, we're not.
We're not. We're just going to be like, guys, the Lord brought us both here together.
That's it.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kent. Oh, shout out to Kent. Would you write a book together? Probably not.
Yeah. We got nothing to say.
Banana, have you read Sean's book?
Oh, that's for another day.
Oh, okay. Well, won't talk about that.
What was the biggest obstacle you had after The Bachelor? Oh my gosh, there's a ton of obstacles. I think
tell about the time that you fell in love with me and you didn't really know what to do. You were like, is it Sean or is it Mark?
Probably just moving and readjusting to a very new reality. So like you get off the show and we both had jobs before the show, and then you adjust to like being a couple, not really knowing each other. Then I don't have, like my family's not around me. I don't have my job. I don't have my friends. It's like dropping me in another planet. And then saying, oh yeah, and you're also in front of the cameras, kind of, So I think that was the biggest obstacle for him to kind of go back to normal life, and then have me next to him, like living life with him and feeling like a psychotic person every day, being so confused about life. I think that
what's interesting? What's interesting is that people do not realize that you guys got engaged on the show. But then it was a good 6 months, right? Until, like, they announced you guys.
Oh, it was like 4 months, yeah.
4 months. And then Sean went right into Dancing with the Stars, which was another 3-4 months. Mm-hmm. And so you guys didn't really get to start your life until about a year after.
Yeah.
And people don't realize how hard that is. Like, when you get engaged, you want to start doing all the planning. You want to start doing all of that. And it's the one thing I tell people. Sean, did you really have to yawn right there? Really did you have to yawn right there?
When it's over.
You serious? I mean, come on.
That was accidental. Sorry.
No, but people don't realize, like, I mean, there was it was tough. And, people say, like, well, why doesn't a lot of the Bachelor, couples work? And it's like, because it makes sense. Like, you literally have 4 months where you almost have to pretend like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, and I went back to work after, like, I worked at Amazon before the show, and then after the show, I went back to Amazon. And to have everybody looking at you, trying to see, oh, like, I don't know if she won or not, but everyone's saying online that she did. And you pretty much can't talk to anybody. So you're living as a shell of a person in your other world before everyone knows. So it is a very, very bizarre reality.
You know, I think that people definitely have a very good perspective of your life. I think you guys, what you put out there is definitely what your life is like. I mean, right now it's kids, bored with doing interviews with Mark Curry, and you know, it's stuff like I'm starting to feel like personally attacked by some of these.
Marriage boot camp was not a good experience, Care Bear.
Was it not?
It wasn't. But we were fine. We were fine.
Just wasn't fun.
It wasn't the best show.
We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into.
Well, I don't think anyone knew what you were guys getting into, because that was crazy.
I'm just getting enough sleep.
Yeah, Sean, like, there is something happening. Sean's disinterest is my favorite thing. Like,
it reminds me of my husband. That's right. I mean, he's pretty much on the phone.
I got a couple
with
girls
me.
gabbing to each other.
It's Mark and me just chatting. He's just listening. He's just here.
I promise, guys, Sean does love both of us. And Sean is so interested right now. But everyone thinks that you're not. So I
say anything to that. Oh my god.
I'm just reading comments.
Okay, yeah, I know you too. Okay.
Okay, so listen, I don't want to keep you guys too much longer, but listen, the reason that I do these interviews is to tell the people why I love them and what they mean to me, and just give them an opportunity to meet some of the people that, you know, follow me. And even though everyone knows who you guys are, but sit back and look disinterested as I tell you why I love you guys.
Go.
Banana, I said sit back. I said sit back, but no, I'm kidding. I'll start with Sean, since he's the most disinterested one here. I love, from the first moment I met you, you were so real with me. Like, you are exactly who you are, behind closed doors, in front of closed doors, in front of the camera, behind the camera. Like, you are, and I love how Banana put it, you are consistent. You are just who you are. And I think that one of my favorite things about you is that you're someone that I actually can very easily look up to. You're an amazing father. You really, like, I love seeing how you are with your kids. I love seeing how you are with your family. I love that what people don't realize is that, like, I've come to Dallas and you have welcomed me into your family. Like, your family has been absolutely beautiful. And so much of you I get to see in your family, like your grandfathers, your grandmothers, your parents. Like, so much about you is just, it's so authentic. It's so real. And, you know, whether people think you're disinterested or not, I always feel your love. I always feel a sense of really feeling like I am a part of your life, and that you're proud to have me as a part of your life. And I know that if you didn't want me around, I wouldn't be around, because you're not someone that could kind of hide that.
Well, thank you, buddy.
Even though people think that I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Like, people have, I'm
save him now.
I can't wait to look back at this interview and just, I mean, right now I feel like, Sean, you must be looking like this, even though you're not, but oh well. Banana, I love so much about you. You became my best friend the second we met. I mean, we get to be silly together. We get to be real with each other. We tell each other exactly how we feel, exactly what we're going through. We know that there's no judgment. We know that there's no moment of, there's no moment of pause with you. And I love that about you. I love that you're someone that I can, like, literally share anything with. And I know I'm going to get the exact response, the exact answer that I need. And I love you like you are truly my sister. And one of my absolute favorite things about you is your generous spirit with everyone around you. Like, you have the largest heart. Like, you walk into a room and it just lights up 1,000 rooms. Like, you are the person that someone doesn't realize they need until they've met you. Aww. And then they meet you, and you are literally one of the brightest lights in my life. And I'm grateful to know both of you. I'm grateful to be your friend. I'm grateful to be in your life. And just being here in Dallas has already, I mean, my birthday was going to be alone and I was with you guys, and there's nowhere else I would have rather been. So
that's so sweet. We love
Thank you, buddy.
We love you.
I love you guys so much. And I'll be over there soon because I got to pick up my packages.
Yeah. They're ready. They're ready.
What are they? Do you know what they are? I need to know.
No,
I need
don't
to know.
open your mail. It's what is it?
What?
It's a federal offense.
Not when I tell you to
Also
open
not
it.
that, I mean, it's fine. I'll wait for you to. Sean Lowe is now commenting on your interview that he needs help. So he's just continuing this, okay? He's continuing.
What is wrong with you, Sean? People are
This
literally
is my
going
life.
I know, but like, come
Hey,
on.
neither one of you are going to make me laugh. I better make myself laugh. Okay?
That is what he does.
That is what
No,
he does.
he doesn't make me laugh. He just makes himself laugh. He's like, I just
my
need
God.
something.
Ridiculous.
She laughs later when she thinks about it.
But there is a couple times where he has made me
I
laugh.
think Amanda Pung is about to call the cops. She is, goodness gracious, Amanda Pung.
She is really worried. She is worried.
Everyone's
Oh my God.
That's really
Hilarious.
funny.
Well, I love you guys. Thank you for
Love you
doing
too.
this.
See you
Love
soon.
you, pal.
I'll
Bye,
see you guys
everybody.
soon. Sean, I'm sorry this was the most devastating half hour of your life.
It's okay. It was expected. See, I'm funny.
You are funny.
Bye.
On that note, I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, TTYN.
Bye.
Stop.